everyone, welcome to a new video where I'll show you how to reduce lag in TLauncher. I'm currently on TLauncher version 1, 20.6. One important thing to note is that, as you can see, it says modded because I'm using Optifine. It's worth mentioning that there are better optimization mods out there than Optifine. For example, Sodium. If you have an NVIDIA RTX card, you might want to check out NVIDIA's software. But let's assume we don't want to install anything and we're just using Optifine. I've seen people who basically press CTRL Shift ESC and then right click on Minecraft. They think that by right clicking and going to go to detail, they think that by selecting this is window. In this case it would be OpenJDK. They think that by going here to details, right clicking on this and setting the priority to real time, they believe this will give them better performance. That's not how it works. Usually your computer's performance is already being utilized at 100%, so don't change these kinds of settings. What I recommend is that you make this game consume fewer resources. And how can we do that? Well, you already know, by reducing the game's quality. We could obviously adjust music settings to use less performance, but it's not really worth it, since sound barely takes up any processing power. What does use a lot of resources is resource packs. If you have any resource packs, remove them, especially if they're heavy resource packs. You can set video settings to fast. For render distance, if you can set it between 8 and 12, that's good. You need to set it lower, that's fine too. The same goes for simulation distance. If you need to lower it, go ahead and do so. But now about the frame rate, set it to 60 or cap it instead of having it unlimited like I have it set to limited. You can also set it to max frame rate with VSync for the most optimized performance. You can do whatever you want with brightness. UV is exactly the same. Dynamic light, this is dynamic light's completely disabled. This is because we're using Optifine, otherwise it wouldn't appear. Shadows off, dynamic fog enabled. Quality, here we enter the quality settings. Here we have various tools. What we need to do is remove custom entity model. Let's start removing things. Custom sky off. Set textures to be as disabled as possible. Custom fonts off. Custom colors off. Let's remove the different textures that have been added. Usually, Optifine is already quite optimized, but don't be afraid. As for shadows, don't even think about it. If your computer can't handle shadows, just turn them off. Now for animation, where it gets interesting. If we start disabling everything here, we'll still have Minecraft, but the performance gain will be huge. If we deactivate particles now, or set them to minimal to have at least some basic information, then we'll go to other. Here we can disable weather, which sometimes causes a lot of lag, especially in Minecraft Pocketed. I'm aware we're in Java right now and not much else. We can set autosave to occur less frequently than every 6 minutes. If it's going to lag, we might as well have it save every 45 seconds. Then we click done. Now let's go to single player. We're going to create a new world and you'll see how minimalist it is. And here it is. As you can see, the clouds could be turned off too. In this case, I've made them flat, but you could remove them entirely. The shadows are non-existent. The mobs are, well, you can tell there are no shadows under the mobs. There are practically no particles. So yeah, that's how we could optimize Minecraft. I know it's not running very optimized because it's loading the chunks. I've increased the chunk render distance so you can see everything. But this way we could be optimizing the game much more.